What is the missing item? So just to do such questions, we need to find some relations, my dear friend. What are those relations? Here you can see this is a row, okay? This is a row and this is a column, right? So we can see to solve such questions, there must be some relations between the numbers which are into the same row. Here into this first row we have numbers 14, 16 and 60. So maybe there may be some relation between two columns and same pattern will be followed over the third. Likewise, it can happen over here also, it can happen over here also. So whatever the sequence which we are following into the first row, the same sequence will be followed over the second and same will be third. And either way, this way or the same column sequence for the numbers into the same column 14, 11 and 15 which are followed, same pattern will be followed for 16, 17 and 18 and 60, this number and 99. So let us see one by one. Okay, if you see 14, 16 and 60, right, what is the relation? If 14 plus 16 is 30, 30 into 2 is 60. But whether the same numbers, same pattern is followed over here, this is not known to you. This is not known. So let us see over here 15 plus 18, that is 33. 33 into 2 will be 66, not 99. So when you just see, you can understand 14 square. What is 14 square? 14 square is 196. We remember it, right? And 16 square is 256. And when you subtract 16 square minus 14 square, you will get a number 6 minus 6 0, 15 minus 9 0. This reflects this 0 1, right? You can see 6 minus 6 is 0, 15 minus 9 is 6 and 1 minus 1 is 0. So you are getting 60. So 60 we received when we seen that 16 square minus 14 square. That means this is 16 square, this is 14 square. When this 14 square is subtracted from 16 square, we are getting the number into the third cell of the first row. Similarly, just check the relation, whatever we have identified, whether it is applicable on the third row or not, because all the numbers of the third row and the first row is only known to you, right? So this is for first row, this is for first row, right? Now for the third row, you can see whether the same relation will be valid or not. Why we are taking third row? Because this item into the second row is missing, that need to be evaluated, right? This one. So if we consider the same relation which we evaluated for the first one, if you go to the third row, what is 15 and 18 are the two numbers. So 15 square is how much? Is 225, right? And 18 square is how much? 18 square, 18 into 18, 8 is 64, 6, 144, 8, 111. So 2 plus 3, 2, 4, 324. So 324. So when you subtract 225 from 324, hello in Tunisia, welcome my dear friend, welcome to the class. Here when you just subtract these two numbers, you are getting 14 minus 5 is 9. You are seeing this number, right? 14 minus 5 is 9 and 11 minus 2 is 9 and 2 will be cancelled out. You can see this 99 is the same number 99 over here into the third row, right? So that means this relation is valid. A square of this minus a square of the number into the first column, right? So similarly take the second row. What is the second row? Second row is having the number 11 and 17. So same pattern will be followed. So the number here will be filled up like this. What is 17 square and what is 11 square? 17 square is 289, isn't it? Just recall 17 into 17, Yes, it's 289. And 11 square is 121. 121. And when you just subtract it, you will get 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 minus 2 is 6. 8 minus 2 is 6, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So you are getting a number 168. So that means this 168 is the number which will be filled over here. And here we are filling 168, which is your answer, my dear friend. Right? And in this way, we see this relation of the square of the number into the second cell minus a square of the number into the first cell will give you the relation bit to evaluate the number into the third cell, and this sequence will be valid row wise, here in this row, here in this row, and same pattern is followed into the second row also. This is first, this is second, this is third. So my dear friends, whenever you are going to solve this question, just try to find out the relation which is being followed, and the same relation can be followed across the row and it can be followed across the column also. This is just first column, second column, and third column, right? Thank you so much for watching. I will come up with more questions with this, like this, okay? And be connected, happy learning. And just before closing, I like to mention the name of my channel as usual. It's techno underscore. The space is less. So let me write it over here, mathics. Right? Thank you so much for watching, my dear friends. Thank you so much. Just be connected. See you into the next class.